Okay, we're back up here at the ranch shop, and this is our impact mill that we built. We engineered and built this. You just drop the rocks down in here, see, and they go down into this chamber there, and these chains with these bars on them, they'll fling around there and they impact those rocks, and they go out these little perforations we built here. We drilled these holes in here. So we drilled the amount of holes that it took to filter this stuff out to a very small, like 100 mesh or something like that. Anyways, it turns it into powder like this right here. There's still some granular in there, but it pulverizes it enough for us to get the gold out of it. But we also took this is limestone. This is limestone gravel that we got from Mountain Gate Quarry up there. It has calcite in it, and so we took and ran it through the pulverizer. That doesn't work, otherwise I'd give you a demonstration. That I don't know what happened to it either. One of we burned it up, or we got carried away putting too much rock in there, I think. But the capacitors, I think they might be toast. But for some reason it bogged down, and I do not know why. Maybe it was, we were feeding it pretty hard, but I didn't think any worse than we could have. We should have let it run for a while and clean out. So we may end up having to put another one of these over on this side to extricate the dust. Anyways, it works really well. You just have to go slow. But I think we burned it up, and I don't think we're going to. I think we burned up this electric motor, and it was a 220 volt. So it does have capacitors on it for this to start it. So under a load, it was a compressor motor. It runs 3,500 RPM, so it's really winging this thing around. And it just needs to be used more. So I think, to keep everything function properly, it had been sitting for a long time, and I think that was part of the problem. Anyhow, so we're just going to take this off, and we're going to get us a crusher. This is my crusher anyways. We're just going to get this 115 horse Predator engine. $115 212 cc, runs 2,600 RPMs. We had to go with a 2-inch pulley on this side, and then a big pulley on this side. And we priced pulleys. They were very expensive for anything over this size. This pulley right here was like $40. This one here. So you need a bigger pulley, and even I would want to go even with a bigger pulley, because I don't want this thing to go so fast that it shakes it apart. But we built this right here, and it works like a champ. You take 3-inch rock, and it'll crush it down to this. Now this right here, and then we'll bring it over there and run it through this. Now, because my tomatoes were splitting in my garden, and my watermelons were getting blossom end rot, and they're also splitting, the research I done told us that we either have watering that is inconsistent, or too much watering on our tomatoes and our watermelons, or they're not getting pollinated. But I know tomatoes are getting pollinated because we got a lot of them. So it's not the problem. And we have our tomatoes on a timer, and our watermelons. So I have concluded that it's just a little low on calcium, I think. And then this is calcite. So it's got a little pinkish in it. Might have a little potassium in it, which is okay. So, but this here is calcite. I'm sure of it. But so with that being said, we took the limestone gravel and we ran it through here. We ended up getting that much powder and that much powder. That wasn't completely turned to powder, but it's all right. It's close enough because we had to clean the barrel out. And you should always clean the barrel out after your every use. And so this was pretty simple, this design. It didn't take us very long to build this. So this is our gasket. This is just a piece of poly tubing that we put around there. And it took a long time to figure out how we were gonna put a gasket on there. Anyways, this build was easy. That build was way more complicated than this one. So we got her built. I'm sure there's critics, don't care. Build it yourself and find out. And so there it is. And so, and let me know in the comments if I'm using the right kind of rock to get my calcium out of there to put in my garden. I think it's okay. I haven't really done the research, but we like to try to do everything ourselves around here if we have it, right? So, okay, here we go. Thanks for watching. All right, have a blessed day. Bye-bye.